today over here we have three of those companies. Proxy, Hair Originals, and Revamp Moto are the three companies over here who were in Shark Tank Season 1. And they got selected, they got funded with a lot of the sharks. And they are again raising their next rounds. So it'll be great to have all of you also support them with your investments. I think a lot of you have already got some one-pages with you on your seats. So with that, I'd like to ask my team to have the first company coming in. So the first company is Revamp Moto, and we'll just play a short video for them.
हम Revamp Moto नासिक का एक EV स्टार्टअप पेश कर रहे हैं दो शानदार EV मॉडल।
आप शार्क से क्या चाहते हो?
You guys have already the experience that we don't have in building brand। और आज हम यहाँ 1% इक्विटी के अगेंस्ट 1 करोड़ रुपए मांग रहे हैं।
मैं इसकी गेम ही चेंज कर देता हूँ। मैं आपको 1.2 करोड़ दूंगा।
ओके।
मेरे को 2.5% इक्विटी चाहिए।
1.5% मैं मैच करता हूँ। बोल दो शार्क के साथ।
1 करोड़ 1.25%।
आपको बाहर जाके डिस्कस करना है तो करें।
अमन एंड अनुपम मीटिंग करते हैं।
Let's go, bro. Let's do it.
Great.
जब मिलेंगे ऐसे करेंगे। Let's do it.
So can you give a warm round of applause for Team Revamp Moto to come on stage and present the company?
Good afternoon, everyone. So, as you can see, it has been a very exciting journey for us on Revamp. And I'm Riddhi Mahajan. I'm representing Revamp Moto here. So everybody traditionally starts with a what, how, and who. Today, for a change, let's begin with a why. We started like just another EV company out there focusing on mobility solutions for people. But we realized that we're running in a rat race of 1,100 other competitors in the country. You must have known many of these people who are currently present in the market. But we wanted to make sure that we are putting some effort and making a difference in the entire country's ecosystem. And that's where we realized that there are day-to-day problems right in front of our eyes which would often go unnoticed. Major problem being the vehicles that were made to be used as a mobility platforms were used as cargo vehicles. And that is where we found an opportunity to make this particular thing as our benchmark. As you can see, there's a huge potential in the country with the problems that we are trying to target in the market. And with this particular solution, presenting to you Revamp Moto, built to adapt. Our USP is Modular Utility Platforms. We do not call our products as vehicles. Our vision is to empower the society with sustainable adaptive solutions with a mission to have 2.5 lakh vehicles on the road by 2025. Our product offerings include two vehicles. One, RM Mitra, which is our high-speed vehicle. In single charge, this particular vehicle goes 140 kilometers and can take a payload of 200 kgs. And the second one is RM25. This is the low-speed vehicle which is CMVR exempted. In single charge, this goes 70 kilometers and can take a payload of 120 kgs. But as I mentioned, we have a USP which is not currently available in the market. Let's have a look at it. Our vehicles come with swappable attachments at the back, which enable modularity in the vehicles. As you can see, the seat can be easily swapped with different attachments like Cool Keep, which is an active cold storage on the vehicle, delivery basket to be catering to the last mile deliveries of products, exploding box and folding table, which can cater to different street vendors and hawkers in the market. This particular vehicle comes with two different swappable battery packs, which cumulatively give a range of 140 kilometers. It also runs on a single battery pack of 70 kilometers, which is how we are ensuring that there is zero downtime in business. Moving on to the next product, this is our low-speed vehicle RM25. This has attachments at the back, such as the delivery basket, again catering to the quick last-mile deliveries of products, and an insulated box to ensure that there's an efficient food and beverage deliveries, which is quite a big problem in today's market. This particular vehicle comes with one single swappable battery pack and gives a range of 70 kilometers. Both of these vehicles can be easily accessed, locked, unlocked through QR code scanning and have geofencing available to them. So these are our modular utility platforms. Now, how we are planning to enter into the market? We are currently trying to go into the market with three different models. One is the sales, where we directly target B2B, B2C, and B2G customers, primarily beginning with the B2B segment. Second is the services, where we try to have a contract manufacturing done for various clients out there for vehicles as well as battery packs. And the third is subscription, where we try to form a tri-party agreement. We understand a lot of B2B clients are not very much trying to be asset heavy. So we have a tri-party agreement sorted where companies will buy these products from us and then lease it out to the B2B clients who are in need of them. Moving on to the proprietary technology that we have in our vehicles. First, we are promoting battery as a powerhouse. So in this particular vehicles, we have 1.9 kilowatt hour battery packs, lithium ion, which have the capability to draw power outside the battery and have your devices powered through it. It is going to have 220 volt, 48 volt, and a 12 volt output on the vehicle itself. Second is we have patent pending modularities on these vehicles. So the swappability that you saw, all of this is patented with us. And it allows you to have one particular vehicle used for multiple different uses in the market. And the third one is the SaaS platform. So as you can see, this is the user interface that we're having with our vehicles on our app. This particular interface helps you track, lock, unlock these vehicles remotely. Let's say you're a B2B client who has a fleet of 10,000 vehicles across the country. So this is how you can very easily monitor each of the vehicle's activity, track its entire trajectory across the city. And let's say in case it's stolen or you are not able to understand where the vehicle is, you can just remotely lock it, the wheels get locked, and it gets stationed at one particular place. We all know that EV is something that is booming currently in the market, and we see every day new players entering into the market. But with the unique concept that we are trying to bring in, we are trying to cater and we are trying to compete with one of the biggest players in the market in ICE engine segment, that is TVS XL. And we are planning to have 2.5 lakh of our units on the road by 2025. The bigger question, why is now the right time for us to enter? Government, thankfully, is having very nice subsidies available in the market to promote EV adoption in the current scenario. We have central as well as state subsidies. I'm proud to say that both of our vehicles are completely made in India. The entire development, right from the scratch till the manufacturing, is happening completely in India. So we are there to avail the same to subsidies as well. The battery swapping policies are in very much progress right now, and that can help us fast adoption of these particular vehicles. Given the EV segment, the ownership cost of these vehicles is very low. We've tried to keep a competitive pricing so that the first upfront cost is as comfortable as an ICE vehicle. But as we all know that in the EV segment, the long run cost of these vehicles is very much effective as compared to a fuel-powered engine. And as you know that players are currently entering into the market in full-fledged, so we have an early mover advantage in this particular segment. As you can see that we've done a very deep competitive analysis and tried to understand the companies who are trying to have these kind of platforms available. And happily enough to say that Revamp Moto comes at the top when it comes to modularity, battery as a powerhouse, cost per kilometers, and many more factors. Now, thankful to Shark Tank India, everybody understood what we are doing in the market and what are the products that we are trying to bring in. But post Shark Tank India, what developments were happening in-house was unknown to a lot of people. So I would like to give you a glimpse of what we are doing in the company right now. We have a beta prototype ready for both the vehicles, which are good to go, and we are getting into the pre-production of the same. We have both the products, beta prototype ready as of now, and I'm happy to share that we have homologated one of these vehicles and we are good to go into the production of this. We plan to launch the low-speed vehicle on 15th of August this year and start the deliveries by 2nd of October. And for the high-speed vehicle, we plan to launch it by Diwali this year and start the deliveries by New Year's 23. Also, in terms of current traction, we have an MOU signed of 35,000 units already with only one client that is supposed to be catered in the next 3 years, out of which 10,000 units are supposed to be delivered within the first year of production. Looking at how all of this reflects financially for us, given that we plan to have 2.5 lakh vehicles of us on road, we plan to cap a revenue of 400 crores in the next financial year 24. Given the USP that we have and given the modularity that we're trying to promote in the market, we are in talks with one of the major B2B clients that are out there. You name it, and we are in talks with them. And we already have lined up pilots with our beta prototypes with these companies. And once that goes through, we are ready to go with the signing of POs. So on Shark Tank India, we raised a pre-seed round. And currently, we are entering into the seed round of funding, where we are looking at a total round size of $3 million. And that's the team. Thank you so much.
I think you are touching a brilliant idea converting to EVs. But how is your research and development are keeping up with the battery technology? You know, battery technology, we hear every day, someone will come with a brilliant idea, will just demolish all the other competitors. So what is your strategy in keeping up this competition in terms of batteries?
So the entire vehicle, as I mentioned, from scratch till the entire beta prototyping that we are at right now, the entire R&D and manufacturing has been done in-house by us. So we know the entire tech that is going inside the bikes in terms of battery packs as well as the vehicles. So the battery packs as well, we haven't outsourced this to anyone. The entire R&D as well as the manufacturing and the assembly of the battery pack entirely is happening in-house. So all of this tech is very secured with, and we have already registered IPs also in our names in all of these particular segments. And in terms of competitors, we agree that there'll be competitors who are going to be coming into the market with particular this kind of a technology out there. But we've been in this particular stage for the last 2 years, and where we are right now is a very tremendous development that we've seen. So I agree that a competitive market is always acceptable, and that is like a threat that every player in the market can face. But to reach where we've reached, they'll also have that time. And till that time, we'll be having a good presence in the market. And looking forward, currently we are starting with 2 wheels as of now, but moving forward, we are planning to enter into the 3 and the 4 wheels as well. But we want to start with this particular segment first, establish our market, and then move to the other wheels.
You mentioned that you all are manufacturing the lithium-ion batteries yourself.
Yes.
Don't you think that is a bigger market than what you're selling right now?
So as I mentioned that the subscription model that we're having, so we're also taking orders for battery packs specifically in the manufacturing, in terms of contract manufacturing for other players. So we already initiated talks with a couple of companies out there, and once the documentation goes through, we'll be announcing it publicly as well.
What have you thought about the batteries which will die someday? What will be done about that? Because it is environment friendly in a way, but nobody is talking about the battery or the pollution that battery will cause once it's dead.
When we compare two kinds of vehicles, that is IC and an EV vehicle side by side, the amount of pollution that each of these vehicles are emitting comparatively is lesser in EVs. Now, the point that you mentioned is in terms of the waste that is after the entire life cycle of these batteries. So that is something that is going to exist forever in the market. But I'm hoping that there's some breakthrough in this particular segment as well, and we'll be more than happy to tap into that. Thank you so much.